good picture for the thumbnail, and it wouldn't. Ooh, that's dangerous down there. That could fuck someone up. Fuck, I'm stepping on this wire. These are just opening up, and I don't think... Let me give you a couple tips here. Okay, first off, if you want to see if the pollen is ripe, you got to test it a little bit here. And it's not, the pollen's not ripe right now. It's not falling off. It's not coating this. See, the pollen grains are like, think of, let me give you some metaphors here. Look at this. You see these chunks at the end of those sticks? I think they're called, I should know all this. There's anthers and stamens and pistils and all this kind of shit. But at the top of this ball, this part right, hold on here, right? These little things, that's where the pollen is released from. And that pollen's got to become ripe like a fruit. It comes and it hangs there, but it's not ripe yet. The pollen's not coming off. And that's a good thing, because that means these pistils or whatever, the stigmas on the pistils haven't been hit yet with the pollen, and they're still receptive. So now I'm gonna go inside and look for some pollen from another tree to donate for this. So now we've got receptive Grimal flowers open, but I don't think we've got pollen to donate really. Maybe a little here and there. There's probably some flowers that are shedding pollen, but right now you want to go and find something. What the fuck's going on over there? Some weird shit. A good chance for me to trap about 3 roosters I don't fucking like all at once in a little box and kill them. But we're not gonna do that. If you find my hat, let me know. I can't find the motherfucking hat. I had to buy another one. Luckily, I could find that hat online. I did find the same hat. I think it's the same hat. It's probably not the same hat. But I lost my hat. I think I lost it at the skate park. I just was tired and had a bunch of shit I was carrying. It must have fallen off. Hopefully one of the kids is like, oh yeah, that's that one guy's hat that comes here all the time. Maybe he fucking wants me to put it in my pocket and give it to him later. All right, we're making our way. I know I got some pollen in that house, but nothing I'm too excited about swapping with. You know what would be a good hybrid is to take that Trunciflora, the Trunciflora hybrid, and mix that up. Hey, I'm on a live stream just in case. Big shout out to Captain Clark over there. Show me those trees you like.
What?
Show me those trees you're talking about.
Right there.
Yeah, I'll sell them to you. I just don't know what they are. Who knows what they are? Could be, look like a scarlet in there, maybe like Petranthas and shit. I'll sell them all to you. We'll figure out a price.
Okay, thank you, Adam.
Yeah, no, thank you. Now this here is a Grimal hybrid already. This is the Kimber's hybrid. That's a Grimal hybrid that occurred by chance. I didn't try to produce this, but you see it's got that dark Grimal leaf, but it also has habit of the red as far as like the growth pattern and the flowering and even the fruit, and like the new growth has that red kind of Jaboticaba look to it. But this is a Grimal hybrid already. The greenhouse in here smells amazing. It's like got a real sweet melon, a melon flavor smell to it right now because everything's blooming. The Jaboticabas are blooming like crazy. A lot of new growth on these right here. These are blowing up with new flowers. I probably need to put fertilizer down, but there's a really sweet smell in the air. And right when you walk in the greenhouse, it's pretty overwhelming. I mean, it's not overwhelming. It's just you're gonna notice it. If you don't notice it, you got fucking problems with your nose. These look like they could use a little water. Ooh, this one is the one I should have taken a picture of today. I went and took some pictures, but this is the yeah. See, this little branch doesn't need to be here. looking real good for as much trouble as I've put these trees through. They look really good. I'd like for this to flower and fruit again. It's already fruited once. And the fruit was good, big fruit. Garcinia gardneriana. We got to pull this wall up and open this wall up. I'm thankful this wall's held up over all these years. We reinforced it the best we could this year when I had to lower that wall. I may have to pay to get that replaced really soon. Okay, so let's go into what we think is the most interesting tree. You know, if this is 4 years ago and I didn't already have Grimal hybrids between the red, I'd probably do that. But I'm interested in checking this tree out. This is my Schatzer's hybrid. It's a trunciflora red hybrid. And I want to come down and see if I can get some pollen from it. And I gotta find my paintbrush. We're gonna see first if the pollen is, it looks red. Yeah, we've got pollen falling off there. I can't do this with, I gotta set the phone down. Maybe I would do it like this. I see pollen coming like dust. Looks good. Hopefully it's still viable. We're just coming and getting whatever we can off of this tree because I definitely would like to get a hybrid. There's definitely some ripe pollen here, it looks like. And over here. I'm getting a good amount of pollen. Sorry about the filming. I'm just looking for flowers that are releasing pollen. And there's not a ton of them, but there are some. And I'm just coming in and knocking off that pollen into this jar best I can. And I think we're about to call it quits because there's not a ton of flowers on the tree. I tried to hand pollinate it before and I don't see a ton of flowers set at this point. Kind of hard to tell, but these could be fruit set there. Gonna have to just wait and see. A lot more flowers still coming. There is a fruit set right there actually. So hopefully that's a hybrid. We're definitely gonna plant the seeds and see what I see. I do see one fruit set, which is always, you know, I'll take whatever I can get this time of year. Almost like that tree needs some water. So we've got this tree here. That's nice, Kimber's hybrid. This is another Grimal hybrid of a red that's always been real funny. It's flowering now. It's never made a big fruit. It always has these funky looking new growth things. Look like little kisses, like little lips. And it's got flowers that come off in big clusters all over. The fruit so far has been tiny, so I haven't had any real plans to propagate it yet. But it's a cool looking tree. It's funky. A lot of anomaly pollen over here too. This is a Grimal hybrid between the Grimal and the red that takes more after the Grimal. And it's got good pollen too, but I'd like to put this on the anomaly. The anomaly trees I have in here should be pollinated with that. So now let's go ahead back over to the Grimal and we'll get a good hit of this pollen on the Grimals and we'll try to get some things mixed up over here. See what we can produce. If you don't get out and do it, you're gonna regret it. They say the best time to plant a tree is whatever, 10 years ago. Well, the best time to try to make a hybrid is 10 months ago, 10 years ago, whatever. Patanga nude flowering. This is the only one that's flowered. And this is the one I planted over at my dead chicken. I must have planted this one first. So hopefully we get some fruit. I haven't tasted the fruit on the Pitanga nude yet. That's the yellow fruited Pitanga. I'm gonna have some trees for sale. Look at the size. I'm gonna get some pictures of this from my website. Holy shit. Look at the size of these flowers on this Pitanga. That's unreal, dude. You could look all online and not see anybody else show you a picture or some shit like that. I never seen flowers that big on a Pitanga. Those are fucking huge. Big ass flowers. That's my girl Pinky. All right, let's make our way over to this tree. We got some good flowers over here and over here. I want to hit this cluster right here. Now, if I didn't do the overhead irrigation, I guarantee I wouldn't have these flowers right now. I promise you I wouldn't. I wouldn't have flowers if I didn't do that trick. No pollen is falling off of these flowers, which is a good sign. They're still receptive. They're not releasing pollen. They're still receptive. It looks like some are releasing pollen, to be honest. So now I'm gonna start trying to get some of this pollen, if any is coming off at all, and just kind of pray at this point. But I'd like to use this Grimal pollen, if any does come off, in my greenhouse on the anomalies. A Grimal anomaly hybrid is always a welcome thing. You never know what you're gonna get. You gotta just keep rolling the dice. I hit this tree pretty good. I wish I had more pollen to put on this tree. I really don't. But we have a chance here at something. I mixed it up, you know. We've taken definitely some pollen coming off of these trees, off of these Grimals. Oh, for sure. Yeah, there's pollen all on the phone. Okay. Tempted now to go and try to find something else to go get some pollen from. I'm gonna kind of walk back and forth. I'm gonna make my way back over to the greenhouse one more time and look for some pollen. May even take a look in the yard. I don't think there's anything flowering right now. Oh, you know what? There is this one little tree that I'd like to get pollen from. It's a little tiny thing in the greenhouse over here. I'm gonna put some pollen on that and just touch it with something. Now at this point, if you were really shooting to make hybrids that were precise, you'd have to have a different paintbrush and different utensils. Now I got a chance to, who knows what kind of pollen's gonna hit it now. We're just doing like a kind of a crapshoot. There's all sorts of pollen everywhere. But there was this little tree over here that I've always liked, and it had some flowers on it. I'd like to get it. This thing here. Oh yeah, there you go. There's one there, and the other one's already. But at least we got pollen from that tree. That's cool. And now I think I'm gonna come in here and brush on those anomalies and get some anomaly pollen. Plenty of anomaly pollen, which is what makes it such. Yes, sir.
Check out these micro rescues.
They're great. Yeah, it's money in the bank, shorty. What you drank? Look at all this shit that Clark has rescued. He was sitting here, and I just had it planted in the side, and it's good stock. There's good stuff in there, and there's so much stock at once. It's hard to, you know what I mean? Okay. Anomaly pollen here. Okay. Tons of pollen. Look at all this here. This is called maintenance. Look, You got options here. First off, this is a sucker. You got to take that off. And you can tell it's got a different type of growth. This is actually a sucker here too, which is borderline. You wouldn't be, it's right on the border of being, you know, on the edge of the graft. These are branches coming out, but I don't want branches to come from here. So I'm gonna take these off too. But you can see the difference between the sucker and the anomaly. And then you got shit going on down there. Chickens would love to eat these weeds. And now I'm trying to get some pollen for those Grimals out there, which I've done this before. And I do have Grimal anomaly hybrids already. Love it here, buddy. Oh, let me get over here.
What kind of pollen you using?
Anomaly and Grimal and Schatzer's hybrid.
You're collecting right now?
Collecting and spreading and.
No, I mean right this minute.
This is the anomaly over here.
Yeah, you're collecting pollen right now?
Yeah, but I'm doing it all.
Oh, you're
hitting trees with it too. I'm gonna hit. This is see, I went from that tree,
yeah,
and now I'm going to this tree. This is the Grimal hybrid. So you got a chance for a Grimal hybrid with the anomaly maybe, and it looks pretty good. Like it's not releasing too much pollen. Receptive still.
So it would be a Grimal hybrid.
Yeah, like
Double hybrid.
3 different, a triploid, whatever you call it. If I had 2 hands, I'd be catching this pollen. Sorry, 1 second. Yeah. You gotta keep track on the video, man. Pretty good. Okay, now we're gonna head over this tree. Another anomaly. This is kind of like spray and pray, you know what I mean? A lot of pollen coming off of this anomaly here. I'm just charging up this pollen jar for when I go out and hit them. That Grimal again. Ooh, this anomaly is doing it too. Love to be able to show you what's going on. Just tons of pollen falling, balling, no stalling, power like Stalin. Woo! Reporters from the news calling. At the poker table, chips all in. Freaking so much pollen all over these. Trigonometry. I'm gonna show you the trigonometry of how to plant a tree. Okay, let's go over to this tree one more time. Well, I guess we should, mix it up, right? Hit this one. I'm gonna have to wash my brush after this. Oh shit. Maybe we'll get a hybrid of this. I'll be able to see nothing. Ooh, these are receptive. I don't want to catch this pollen, I forgot. Just pollen falling everywhere. Once the flower is open, a lot of times it's too late. But we're doing what we can. I'm gonna have to go back and charge this up again on that anomaly. I'm gonna have to charge this up again. Let's see if there's any on the chat. There's one more time. There's really nothing that may be receptive. Oh, not a lot. Get out of here before we knock something off. We're gonna go hit the anomalies one more time. Get some more pollen off of the anomaly. That way we'll be fully flared. No, there's one more that's got flowers on it. I gotta use two hands. No flowers on this tree yet. And I one of them, and I two of them, I will wind them. Three of them, four of them, got them, all the different. Boom, 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 boom. Step up in the grove, me pollinate the Grimal, come and me pollinate on them. Me back against the wall, blah, 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 blah. Put the paintbrush on them. It's kind of tricky, but me got a technique to make the pollen sticky and make a hybrid that come from. Boom, boom, boom. Attitude girl! Boom, boom. And the breeze and the sunshine on me. I'm knocking off flowers, putting the phone where it is. This is working out really well. Sorry if you can't see it, but I'm just hitting these flowers with this pollen as best I can real fast. You can't see shit, but we can talk about it. We can talk about your feelings. I'm seeing real good results here because the pollen's not coming off of these, the Grimals. You know, they're not shedding the pollen. They're just So it's looking really good. Just trying to be thorough and hit these and like make sure that the shit sticks on there. It's like I need a spray bottle or some shit. There's definitely probably a better way to do this. This is just a shitty little way that I know. You know what I mean? And it has worked. We've got hybrids here. New ones. Ones that we came up with, by golly. Makes you feel special. All right, I think I'm about done on this now. So now I see why I can't sell the seeds from the Grimal. I can't sell the seeds and I can't sell the fruit. Because it's me. We're gonna hit this one too and pray. Looks like we have a chance. We got a real chance at this new world order. We're a credible peacekeeping United Nations. Remember that speech? We're the law of man, not the law of the jungle. Boom, 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 boom. Now, if I wanted to be really thorough, I'd go back in the other house and hit that again. But I did what I could. I went for it, guys. I gave it the old college try. These are the remnants. If you find my hat, let me know. I can't find my hat. Maybe it's in this grove over here, guys. Let's take a look. Breathe in the sunshine on me. This all needs fertilizer. Flowers, I see flowers on that one. Nope, my hat's not in here. But I will show you some flowers. Definitely gonna get hybrids that just come naturally now. See, this is another thing. I'm gonna be selling seeds on my website, but this year, if you get seeds from my red Jaboticaba, if I ever do sell any from this year from seed, it used to be I wouldn't sell the ones from in the greenhouse because they had a chance of hybridizing with the Grimals because the Grimals were in the greenhouse. But now I have the grove. I got the grove next to each other. And so if I sell seeds from these trees, there's I think a high probability of a hybrid arising from the seeds. So it makes me not want to sell seeds. Or wait, not sell seeds. You got to plant all the seeds and sort out anything that looks hybrid. You'd have to plant everything. But it would make me less wanting to sell seeds. Now, it makes me want to source seeds from someone else to sell. Maybe like a lot of times I've turned down red Jaboticaba seeds by the 100. The reason being I had a bunch of my own. But now I wouldn't mind having some that I knew were just red Jaboticaba, where I didn't have to worry about like letting go of a hybrid by accident. Anyway, I'm still looking for that hat. This is a gorgeous tree, the ruby honey. It lost all those leaves green, and you'd think it was dead, but no. And then there's its counterpart. It's a little bit behind it, but it did the same thing. It lost all them green leaves. They fell in the pot underneath, and it just came right out of it. I grafted some of those. Conditions are really nice for grafting this time of year. I should be grafting more, but I'm taking a little break. I should be grafting today. This is that tree we dug up, the Plinia rivularis. Put some rocks and brain coral and feather rock down there at the bottom to keep the chickens from digging. But this, ooh, it's flowering. Fuck yes. Tell me more, daddy. That's fucking awesome. It's fucking flowering. Yes. 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 My pretty. It took a while. Yes. Yes. It's just like that one day. That's like looking down at your junk and say, dang, I got pubic hair coming in, dude. All right. This thing's reaching sexual maturity. It's ready to go out to the club. You can find me at the club. Wow. It's been a while in the making. This tree is definitely over. It's a while. I planted it from seed. It's over years old. It's got to be 10 years old by now. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look. Sweet. Yeah, I'm gonna make a hard fucking post on that. That's gonna be a hard motherfucking post on Insta right there. Even though Instagram is owned by Facebook, I don't like Facebook so much as Instagram lately. But we're gonna post up. We're about to post that up. If anybody else has a flowering rivularis in the United States, I'll be surprised. I don't think anyone else has one flowering in continental United. Maybe they do, actually. I take it back. Maybe they do. But I'm trying to be the first to claim it here. Yeah, Abel. Insta's for us Gen Zers. TikTok. Yeah, you guys see, I need someone like you to manage me, dog. I can't figure this shit out. I'm too old now. My brain doesn't work like that. I need a young buck to manage my TikTok. I'm gonna do well on TikTok and Twitch. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. I'm gonna take some pictures. Thanks again, Abel. Thanks again, Bill and Will, and John and Mike and Chris, and Billy. Florida Food Forest. What's up, man? We just found flowers for the first time with live. Like you saw it, I saw it at the same time. I just dug this tree up to save its life. And I bet you it may have flowered in the ground if I didn't do this, but it makes me wonder. Thanks, Bill. Appreciate it. Yeah, man, we got little flowers coming. That's badass. This is supposed to be one of the better tasting Plinias. I don't think it's a Plinia though, if you ask me. It doesn't act like one. All right, guys, thanks for watching. We're out of here. Till next time.